Auto Kitchen 25 Tutorials. Tutorial number 3. Placing wall cabinets, tall cabinets, and appliances. Make sure you are working in floor plan view. Click on the Cabinet button to open the Cabinet insertion window and select Wall Cabinets. In the sub-menu below, select Height 36 inch. Next, select Corner and in the sub-menu below, select L-shape 24 inches. Click on the Manual Insertion button. The cabinet will show up on the wall closest to your mouse. Drag the cabinet to the upper left corner of the room. Use your mouse to drop the cabinet down along wall 2 until it turns in the correct direction. Then, left-click to place it. The color arrows indicate the wall space available on the sides of this cabinet is 102.5 inches to the left and 48 inches to the right. Next, select a wall standard 30-inch wide cabinet and click on the red arrow to place it to the left of the corner cabinet. The space remaining to the bottom of wall 2 is 72.5 inches. You will notice the wall and the base cabinet on wall 2 are perfectly aligned. Next, click on the 45-inch width to select the next cabinet and click on the Manual Insertion button and drag the cabinet to the right side of the corner cabinet. Make sure the cabinets are flushed with no space between them. This may take an extra second or two, then left-click to place it. You can also type the number 0 when the cabinet is about to be placed. Make sure the remaining space to the window is 3 inches. Close the cabinet insertion window and save your work. On the other side of the window, we are going to place the same 45-inch wall cabinet, also 3 inches away from the window. One way to do this is to copy the last cabinet. Close the cabinet insertion window. Click on Copy. The Copy button is located on the right side of the Furnishings tab. Click on the 45-inch cabinet. Then drag the cabinet to the other side of the window, close to the window without touching it, then type 3 and press Enter. The cabinet should move 3 inches away from the window. When we copy a cabinet, the color arrows don't travel with the copied cabinet. To place the arrows in the copied cabinet, open the cabinet insertion window, click the white cube and click on the wall cabinet we just copied. Once the arrows appear, we can see we have 30 inches to the wall on the right. Next, we are going to place a blind upper cabinet in the upper right corner. Click on Wall Cabinets and select Height 36 inch. Then select Blind Corner. Click on 24 inch and in the sub-menu select Left Blind with Filler. Click the ruler. Look for the entry distance left side to wall and enter 3. Scroll down and enter 12 under Door Opening. Click on the Manual Insertion button and drag the cabinet all the way to the corner. Then left-click to place it. You will notice the cabinet is separated from wall 4. This is on purpose. The red arrow will indicate we have 18 inches to the next cabinet on the left. The filler attached to the blind corner cabinet is 3 inches wide. This value is not computed when calculating the separation between cabinets. Therefore, the actual separation between cabinets is 15 inches. Select a standard 15-inch wall cabinet. Click on the Manual Insertion button and drag the cabinet to be placed next to the 45-inch wide wall cabinet to the left of the blind corner cabinet. Once the cabinet is placed, close the cabinet insertion window and save your work. So far, we have placed all the base and wall cabinets that go in the perimeter of the room. We need to place a hood, and also few tall cabinets. To place the hood, click on the Appliance button in the Furnishings tab. Next, click on the Hood button and in the upper section, select Wolf. When the list of wolf hoods opens, scroll to the bottom to select Wall Hood 36 inch. Next, click the Ruler button to edit the elevation. Instead of 60, enter 68. Then, click the green check mark. Since the hood needs to be centered above the range, we are going to click on Other Insertions. In the dialog that opens, select the third button on the second row. Then, move the mouse where the gas range is until you see it in red. Left-click to place the hood. The color arrows show we have 12 inches of space to the left and 68.25 inches to the right. Close the Appliance Insertion window and open the Cabinet Insertion window. Select a wall cabinet, glass door, 36 inches height and 30 inches wide. Once selected, click the Relative Position button in the lower left section of the insertion window. Enter 12 in the lateral box, then click the blue arrow. The cabinet will be inserted 12 inches away from the hood, which is the same distance to the cabinet on the other side of the hood. The space left to the right is 26.25 inches. The next cabinet is going to be a 90-inch tall cabinet modified to be 26 inches deep. Click on Tall Cabinets, 90 height. In the middle column, select Pantry. In the sub-menu below, select 2 vertical doors. Then, click on 24-inch for the width. Click on the ruler button and change the depth from 24-inch to 26. Click on the green check mark to confirm your selection and click the blue arrow to place the tall cabinet. The distance left to the wall is 2.25 inches. Click on Filler near the end of the middle section and select the 3-inch one. Click on the ruler button and change the filler depth to 26 inch. Click the green check mark to confirm your selections and click the blue arrow to place the filler. You will get a warning message indicating there is not enough space for a 3-inch filler. This is correct, since we only have 2.25 inches. Click Adjust. Close the insertion window and save your work. We have now completed most of the cabinetry and appliance work on 2 of the 3 main walls in this kitchen tutorial. Next, we will complete the left wall where we need to place an enclosed refrigerator and a tall pantry cabinet. Let's start by clicking on Cabinet to open the cabinet insertion window. Next, click on the white cube to place the color arrows on the last wall cabinet on wall 2. The available distance to the bottom wall is now 72.5 inches. Click on Tall Cabinet 90 inches, select End Panel and in the sub-menu below, select Fridge Panel. The default selection will be 1.5 inches wide right. Click on the red arrow to place this panel. Close the cabinet insertion window. Next, we are going to place the refrigerator. Click on Appliance to open the appliance insertion window and scroll through the list of images and select Refrigeration. Select Sub-Zero, then scroll down and click on the Model BI-36U located on the top section of the list. Click on the Relative Position button in the lower section of this dialog and in the lateral box enter 0.5. Click the green check mark and click the red arrow to place the refrigerator. Close the appliance insertion window and open the cabinet insertion window. In the cabinet insertion window, select the fridge panel left, 1.5 inches wide. Click on the Relative Position button and in the lateral box, enter 0.5 and click the green check mark and then click the red arrow to place the left fridge panel. We have 32.5 inches remaining to the wall. Before we place the next tall cabinet, let's solve the top enclosure of the refrigerator. The space between the refrigerator panels is 36 inch plus ½ inch of additional space on either side. That totals 37 inches. The panels are 90 inches tall. The refrigerator is about 84 inches tall. To complete the top section, we are going to place a 6-inch top panel between the 2 refrigerator panels. Click on Fridge Top Panel located below Fridge Panel. Click on the ruler button and change the width to 37 inch and click the green check mark. Click on the Relative Position button and in the back box enter 20 inch. This is the distance we want to move the top panel away from the wall on back. Click on the blue arrow to place the top panel. If you encounter a message indicating there is no space, click the green check mark. Don't click Adjust. Next, click on the white cube and click the left fridge panel to place the arrows on it. Now, click on Pantry and in the sub-menu, select the entry 2 lower doors and 2 upper doors. Select Width 30 inch and click on the red arrow to place this cabinet. Because this cabinet is 24 inches deep and not 26, we should move this cabinet 2 inches forward. Close the cabinet insertion window and click on the Move button. Click on the pantry cabinet, then click the green check mark. Type 2 in the box with the 0. Then, click the white arrow above the number 2. Note this arrow's orientation is the same as the red arrow on the tall pantry. Close the Move window and click the Cabinet Insertion button to place a tall filler. Select a 3-inch filler. Then, click the red arrow to place the filler. When you get the message about lack of space, click Adjust. Close the insertion window. Save your work. The perimeter walls, cabinetry and appliances have now been completed. To see how things look, right-click and select Fast Shade. Then, right-click again and select Orbit. Press the left click and hold it, then move your wrist to see the design in 3D with some basic coloring. Roll the mouse wheel to zoom in or out. When finished, right-click and select Floor Plan View. This concludes Tutorial 3. Save your work. Thank you for listening.